Well, it's always great to see what our creative neighbors down in San Antonio are doing in their gardens. Right now, we're going to find out what's hot this summer in the plant world. And joining me is Liz Morphus from Barton Springs Nursery.
Thanks for
and
having
you
me.
have some really cool things here but I say cool, but they're apparently red hot in the nurseries.
They're red hot. I brought you some hot combos with some hot plants. They are popular. They're worth their popularity.
We're going to start by talking about house plants, and this is something we haven't done in a while.
What's cooler than inside?
Well, there you go. What's cooler than inside in an Austin summer? You've brought along a fiddle leaf fig, and these plants have been on the markets for a long time, but why are they so hot right now?
I'm not sure why they're so hot. I have a feeling that social media has made them so hot and spread their gorgeous word. They're just such a beautiful architectural plant to have inside. We've got really fun living moss as a soil cover down at the base of them. That helps to regulate the moisture and airflow of the soil that they're in, which they love.
And it's a really bold textured plant. And a lot of times house plants are fine textured, so this is a great different kind of look for it. So, and easier to take care of than a lot of people imagine.
Well, I think so, yes. They're a study in patience. Like any ficus, they will drop their leaves upon transplant or anything, but that's okay. They will put new leaves back on. I suggest morning light, regular enough watering, once a week, once every 10 days.
People can handle that.
I think so.
Now,
I think so. And patience.
Right. You brought a Dracaena. That is really easy to take care of.
Yes. Lemon lime Dracaena. It's going to be a great chartreuse bouncer offer of other greens and colors. And that wonderful moss bounces off of it as well, you know.
Okay, well, I love that Dracaena. A lot of Dracaenas, we've seen them so much, but this has got that pop of that lime green color. Just is really quite amazing.
Broad leaf,
So those are a couple of house plants just to whet the appetite of the apartment or housebound. Let's move on to the shady corners of the garden, and you've created these wonderful combinations of plants.
Yes.
The first one we're going to talk about, the centerpiece is this beautiful salvia.
Yes, Wendy's Wish salvia. These Wish salvias have been relatively new to us in the nursery business in the last 4 years, I suppose. There's one called Ember's Wish that's scarlet. It gets a good 3 feet tall and wide, and deer shouldn't eat it. Knock on wood.
Right.
And but I've got it with the Autumn Brilliance fern. I've got it next to the pigeonberry. This should be a wonderful foresty combination that'll attract wildlife, and that Autumn Brilliance fern has been such a good performer for me this past winter where a lot of ferns died out. This one was evergreen, for me, and has come back fully from the roots for sure.
Well, I love that salvia, and it's sure to attract the hummers into the garden. Now, the next grouping that we have is centered on a beautiful flax, variegated flax.
Yes, flax lily. Talk about a hot plant. This thing is also so popular.
It's been that way for like a decade now.
It has. Everybody wants it.
Yeah.
And they're pretty hardy. They'll die back. They will come back generally for us here. They like to dry out between waterings. I have them next to that gorgeous, that deep red coleus because lily leaves look so great with coleus.
Yeah, well,
broad leaves.
And this is Kong.
This is red Kong, as in King Kong coleus, and it'll get as tall when it's happy as that the Dianella, the flax lily. Cooling ponyfoot at its base, really playing with the cooling variegation of the flax lily.
Now, there's a combination kind of word rhyme that you have for if people want to create these kinds of things on their own, what is that?
So if you want to create great pots, if you want to, definitely pots. Thriller, filler, spiller. That's what you need in those pots. You need your thriller, you need a filler, and you need a spiller. I certainly did not coin this cute terminology, but I use it all the time, and it's a great rule of thumb. Our grassy things happen to be thrilling, and our ajugas are filling and spilling. The bushier things are filling.
Right.
And your different leaf shapes with each other, they play off of each other wonderfully.
Well, speaking of leaf shapes, the next container has a thrilling leaf shape as the centerpiece. It's the leopard plant, and there are two different forms in here.
Yes, we've got the giant leopard plant and the crested leopard plant. Every now and then at Barton Springs Nursery, we'll have the spotted leopard plant,
Right.
which I guess is where it gets its common name.
Right.
They are also hardy. They'll come back from the roots. They love to dry out. Well, regular waterings, but drying out between those waterings in a nice soil. Always fluff your soil up. Always get that
Right.
soil as moving and nice as possible, and your shade things will be so much happier.
Okay, now in front of the leopard plant, we have a plant, a grouping with sweet flag or
Yes.
Japanese flag.
Japanese sweet flag. It's
Okay.
an Acorus. We have it next to our sedges in our shade section because it has that grassy look to it.
Yeah.
It's got a great chartreuse color. You'll notice I'm playing with a lot of greens on greens here. Things might have stopped blooming in the summertime, but you still have these great shapes and greens to compare to each other. That sweet flag Ogon
Right.
will keep being chartreuse. It's evergreen. It's ever
Cool.
chartreuse. It doesn't even die back in the winter.
That's a plant that delivers. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's
And we're
a
going
neat
to
one.
move from shade to sun.
Okay.
And I want to talk about we have a pollinator pot here.
Always good to guarantee those pollinators.
Right, you have Eupatorium. It's in full bloom, looking gorgeous.
Yes.
And next to it, a really cool new form of goldenrod.
Yes, Fireworks Goldenrod, a great nectar source. It's going to get pretty beefy. A lot of these collections you could keep in these pots, I tell
Sure.
you, for a little bit, but maybe they could be taken to a grander scale in your garden, obviously. Going to get 3 to 4 feet high and just bang and pop like fireworks when it's in full bloom. Nectar source for all
Yeah.
your butterflies.
Well, goldenrod is kind of a homely plant or a kind of a humble plant, I guess. But, I think it's overlooked. And it's a wonderful addition to the garden.
A wonderful addition to the butterfly gardens, and
Yeah.
people are so keen on feeding those butterflies.
Right.
Make that butterfly corridor, that monarch corridor.
Well, we live
Keep
right
it
in the middle
going.
of it.
Yeah.
Right? We do. All right. Well, the next container is another one that will make butterflies happy with the penta there.
The penta, such a good performer. The pentas go all summer long.
do.
They go all summer long. They go in sun or shade, but we have it in our sunny collection here. Those verbenas can be surprisingly hardy and wonderful. They just tumble and keep blooming.
Yeah, they're at the foreground there, all around the edge. And that is one of my favorite uses for verbena, to let it spill over the edge of things.
Spiller.
Yeah.
It's thrilling enough, though, with that
It is
white
indeed.
and purple blossom. and-
Right. Well, I love the color combination in that particular container as well. Now, right behind that to me, is like a breathtaking salvia. I just love that one. Now,
the
that's
Orchid Glow.
Orchid Glow,
Yes.
yeah.
And there are tried and true summer lovers. Gosh, Salvia greggis.
Sure,
Salvia
of course.
greggis are some of the most
Parentage
popular.
of this, it looks like.
And we see more and more of them. Interesting varieties like the Orchid Glow, the Ignition, the Blue Note, and they're such great performers. They just bloom and bloom and bloom.
Yeah.
They attract the hummingbirds, the butterflies, the bees.
Right. Well, this one looks terrific, and it's mixed with million bells, right?
Calibrachoa, also another good performer, another good spiller.
Another spiller.
Yes.
Okay, very good. And behind that, we have a big blue pot with a striking lime green plant in
A
there.
striking lime green plant that is a sterile privet.
Okay.
It's a sterile ligustrum. It's
Promise me it's sterile.
I promise you.
Cross your heart.
Cross my heart and hope to die.
Okay.
Watch it bloom now. It doesn't even bloom. This
Okay.
one does not bloom. The sunshine privet does not bloom.
Okay.
This is its true golden color in the sun. And it really has that splashy variegation. This one I liken more to the variegated privets with the little leaves, but this one does not bloom. It is sterile.
Okay.
And certainly a great chartreuse to bounce off of your emerald greens, of everything else.
Right.
And
Or the flowers that you have mixed there.
the Angelonia, it
Yeah.
also, like the pentas, it goes all summer long. It just stands up and is tall and gorgeous, and the cherry vinca splashing off with it
Yeah,
too.
right. Liz, it's been a blast.
Thanks.
I know that you're going to be overwhelmed at Barton Springs Nursery, people wanting your
Yeah.
combination. So
Come on.
Thank you so much for being a part of Central Texas Gardener.
Thanks for having me.
All right, and coming up next is Daphne.